Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Sup, yo. Today I'm filming on my camera, so I have no makeup on because I'm about to go get my makeup done at this store. I'll probably post a video or a picture of it. But yeah, it's pretty weird filming with no makeup on, so before you think she looks like shit, my life's shit. So yeah, I figured I would film this video because I'm supposed to film a video and post one every Friday. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, you should go follow my Instagram account and follow my other Instagram account. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but you should go follow my Instagram account. I just dropped a clothing line. We're going to be dropping a clothing line every Friday, and by we I mean me. So go check out my business account and my Instagram account to follow up on my shit. Also, I cuss a lot. I don't know what to say about it. So yeah, we're just going to jump right into the video because I keep talking. But today's video is about the time that I went through the worst week of my life. It was about, I think it was July of 2019. So I had the worst week of my life. I mean, terrible things always happen to me because I'm Madison and I believe I was reincarnated and got all the karma from my past bitch's life. So I'll make a video all about that also because I'm crazy. But yeah, so today's video is about my week from hell. So if you are interested in hearing about the worst week of my life and looking at my shitty face with no makeup, then keep watching. So yeah, I just moved back in with my parents in the Inland Empire, and I'm not really sure why this week happened, but it started on a Sunday. It was a typical Sunday. I don't know what I did during the day, but I went out on a date with this guy. If you're watching this, fuck you. I don't know. I went out with a date. I went on a date with this guy. We went to a bar that I always go to. I always go to this bar because I know everyone. I know all the workers. I feel safe there. I feel like if something were to happen, I know enough people that they would be able to intervene. So I went on a date with this guy, and it was going okay at first. And I felt like it was like not gonna happen again already. I already felt like I'm not gonna go on another date with this guy. He's fucking weird. I don't know. We just weren't meshing type thing. Like, you know. And so we were talking, we were drinking a beer, and then all of a sudden the discussion of evolution came up. And I don't know about you, but that's just not something you talk about on a first date. Evolution, politics, you know, I just feel like that's weird. And so he was like going on and on about evolution, how God isn't real, and like personally I believe God is real. I'm not really like any type of religion per se. I'm figuring that out. That's a whole other topic, but I do believe in God. And he was talking about evolution, and if you believe in that, that's on you. But like, he was that type of person that would like push it on someone, you know. Everyone has their own beliefs. I'm not sure what's real, you know. Maybe you're right, maybe evolution is real. I don't know. I don't believe it. But yeah, if you're gonna leave comments about it, don't, because we all believe different things, and I'm not hating on you. You believe what you believe, I believe what I believe. He was the type of person to like push it, and I'm not about that. And he was talking about how we came from monkeys, and I just feel like if we came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Were they just not lucky enough to be people? Because that makes me a lucky monkey then. And the monkeys at the zoo, I feel bad for them because they weren't cool enough to become people. I just felt like it was weird. So I called my friend Caitlin and I told her to like help me get out of this situation. So she called me and pretended that she got in a car accident, and we got out of there. She got me out of the situation. I left. I went to go sit at a hookah bar because I was gonna go in and hang out with my friends. I just made a weird face because my nail is falling off and it hurts every time I hit it. Side note. Anyways, so I left the bar, and this was still Sunday. I left the bar. I went to go to this hookah bar, and I was at this hookah bar, and I was sitting outside in my car. I like backed into a space, and I was sitting in my car just doing my own thing, reflecting on what the fuck just happened, texting my ex-boyfriend, being a psycho, telling him how awful he was because he was pretty awful. So I was fighting with my ex-boyfriend, you know, just typical Sunday night activities. I was about to go inside. I had my windows down. I was just chilling in the parking lot. It was like a nice evening, you know, the weather was good. And this guy walks up to my window and he goes, "Do you have dope?" Do I look like someone that would smoke dope? I'm sitting in a nice car. Not that dope smokers don't have nice cars, but I just feel like I don't look like what you would think a dope smoker looks like. I don't know. And even if I did, why would you come up to my car and ask me if I would give you some? So he came up to my car and asked me if I had dope, and I said no. And then he just stood there, and I kept texting, hoping that he would walk away, but he didn't. And so I look over at him, and he has his dick out. His dick was out, like bare skin, holding his bare skinned dick. Mind you, my windows were down and he was right next to my car window. I could have reached out and touched his dick. That would have been gross, but I could have. And he proceeded to masturbate right next to my car window with his dick out on a Sunday night. And while he was masturbating, he said, I'm just motioning, do you have a boyfriend? No. And I still don't want you masturbating next to my car. Please stop. And he didn't. So I pick up my phone and I call the police. And I'm on the phone with the police. And he's still standing there rubbing his dick. And I'm just like, there's this guy masturbating next to my car with his dick out, blah, 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 explaining what he looks like. He's still over there rubbing away. And I'm just like talking to the police, and they're just like, okay, we're coming. And I'm like, him too. And then I was laughing, and she was like, it's not funny, miss. And I was like, it is. It's extremely funny. And the police came, and I left. So I went home. Still Sunday. I guess it was early Monday. And I got home, and I was in my room. I got home, and I got into my room, and I was in my bed. And I look up, and there's a spider on my wall. I do not fuck with spiders. Spiders scare the fuck out of me. Sorry if the frame looks different, by the way, because my camera died. So yeah, spiders scare the fuck out of me. So I was like, oh my god, there's a spider, like, get it out of my room. So I FaceTime this person, and I'm just like, there's a spider on my ceiling, come get it. And he's just like, no, like, just kill it. And I'm like, no, I'm scared. And so, like, we were watching the spider on FaceTime, and the spider was running around my ceiling, literally running circles around my ceiling. And I was just like, why is it doing that? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like sitting there with like a blanket over my head, like terrified that the spider was gonna fall down on me. Like, I hate spiders. And so I called my best friend Tilly, and I'm like, come kill the spider. So he comes over to my house in the middle of the night to kill the spider. He gets here, he finds the spider, he smushes the spider. He picks the shoe up from the floor where you kill spiders. He killed the spider. He picked the shoe up, looked at the shoe, the spider wasn't on the shoe. Looked at the carpet, the spider wasn't on the carpet. I was like, where did the spider go? He's like, I swear I killed it. I'm like, you didn't. Like, where is it? Like, where is its body then? And we couldn't find it, and the spider just vanished. It was Houdini spider. And I couldn't sleep the rest of the night because I was scared that I would find the spider. So I went to sleep hardly, and I woke up. And the next day was Monday. Yeah, so Monday, I don't know what I was doing all day, but essentially that day was the day that I threw my check away. Like the check I got from my job when I was working at Amazon at the time, and my car payment was due that day, and I couldn't find my check anywhere. I threw it away in the dumpster at my apartment complex, and so I was outside in 100 degree weather in July looking for my freaking check, and I couldn't find it, and I was crying. And so I called my boss, and she canceled the check, and she sent me the money. She Venmo'd me the money. I was like, okay, cool, like my car payment's gonna be a day late, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal, you know. So I think that was all that happened that day. The next day I woke up to go to work. It was 4 in the morning. I had to leave at 4 in the morning to get to Amazon in Irvine. So I got up, I was driving to work, I was gonna pay my car payment. I looked on the balance due, and it said $800. I was like, why the fuck do I owe $800? Twice my car payment. I was like, is that the late fee? My car payment doubled because I don't have $800. So I called Volkswagen at 4 in the morning, freaking out, crying, and the lady was like, oh no, like it's just a mistake, like the account just like messed up, like you paid the right amount. And I was like, okay. So I had like a heart attack that day. So yeah, that day also proceeded to be the hottest day I've ever worked at Amazon, and I got super sunburned and sick, and it was terrible. And then on Tuesday, I came home from work, and I was getting ready to go on a date with another guy. Call me a hoe. I was going on a date with another guy, and I was getting ready for this date, and I don't know what I did, but I went in and got in the shower because I'm a cleanly bitch. cleanly bitch. I got in the shower and I got out of the shower and I was getting dressed and I went downstairs and I was telling my mom something and I was like, man, my thighs really itch. And so I pulled my pants down in front of my mom, right in front of the front door, and I'm like, what is that? And she was like, I don't know. And I had like full body hives right before my first date with this guy, and I was like, well, I have to go, like, do you think I'm gonna be all right? And she was like, yeah, I think you'll be fine. And I was like, okay. So I go on this date anyways, and I get to the date and I'm like, I have full body hives, my name's Madison, in case they spread like up my chest onto my face, you don't think I have like herpes or something, and I should probably go to the emergency room. And that's how the date started. We never talked after that. All right, on that note, moving on to Wednesday. On Wednesday, I came home from work and I had the best day ever at work. I had a good route, everything was good, it was beautiful weather. I delivered in the place that I love the most, Ladera Ranch, and I was super happy. And so I got home and I was in a good mood. I walked through the front door and my mom said, your dad needs to talk to you. And I was just like, about what? Because our family's not like that. Like, they'll just out and say it. And she was like, he needs to talk to you. And I was like, about what? Like, what the heck? And so my dad comes around the corner and he was like, my dad died today. And I'm like, my grandpa died? Like, this week can't get any worse. Like, are you kidding me? Like, my grandpa died? And so I went upstairs and I processed that, and that was Wednesday's event. Like, at this point, I was so over the week. I was like, bruh, like, I just need a break. Like, why is everything going wrong this week? Like, it started with a guy masturbating with his dick out next to my car, and then to my grandpa dying, like, in a matter of 4 days. So, yeah. Nothing really happened on Thursday, but let me remind you, like, just remember that throughout the entire week, a bunch of spiders kept showing up in my room, and I was getting pretty fed up with it. I could hardly sleep. Like, it was not a thing for me. So then Friday came around. Friday, I went to work like normal. I loaded my van like normal. I was driving my van out of the station and crashed it into a pole. I crashed my Amazon van into a pole. Not even outside of the station, not even in another car, not even another van. Inside the station, into a pole. There was the biggest yellow mark on my van ever known to man. It was awful, and I had to finish my route. So I went and I delivered. And ironically that day, I had 2 other Amazon companies try to hire me and another job offer. On the day that I happened to crash, I don't know, a $15,000 van into a pole. And that was my week from hell. It started with evolution, a penis, a death, and ended with me crashing my van into a pole. And that was just my random week in July. And things like that happen every day because I'm Madison. And if you don't know, I am prone to awful things happening. I'm also prone to making the worst decisions on the planet. So the next video will be about the time I almost got kidnapped and thought being a stripper was a good idea. Stay tuned because I think I'm a mess. If you want to be a mess with me, you should go follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, and follow my business account because I think I'm pretty funny most of the time. But yeah, you know, just a side note to throw into the video. Things like this happen to me, like how that happened during this week, all the time. And just this morning before 11, I went to school. I was talking on the phone with my friend about how we got some marijuana from a dispensary one time, and my professor walked by. So now my biology professor knows that I've gotten weed from a dispensary. And then on the way back to my car, this old lady tried to run me over. I flipped her off. She flipped me off. She looked like she was going to get out of the car and fight me. So all before 11 this morning, I exposed myself to my professor and almost fought a elderly lady. Like I said, my decisions aren't the best, and life just thinks that pulling pranks on me is hilarious. So thank you for bearing with me through this video. Thank you for watching. Even though I look like shit, I promise, in the vlog that is coming also alongside this video, because a really good friend of mine is going to be doing my makeup, you can see that I don't always look like this. So yeah, I'll get back to you next Friday. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Peace out.